blessed once again. Yeah. In this one, I'll be speaking about Judgment season. This is a time of karma for those who like to spread misery on people. For those who like to bring death and destruction to targeted individuals, to hide their heinous acts of thievery. What do I mean? I mean sending people to unalive family members for fake insurance policies, employing so-called neighbors of the same target to daily distress and cause mental anguish in the hopes of making the target take their own life. All this to cover up their heinous acts of thievery behind the scenes. And this goes a lot deeper than just family and so-called neighbors. Housing associations are a part of this too. They facilitate these acts in their buildings. With hidden cameras and audio recorders, so they may record and take pictures of targeted ones. So they may sell them on the dark web. Or sell them and doctor them for OnlyFans. All the time slandering the targeted ones to make it seem like they are in the sex trade. There is a spiritual war going on. This is more than flesh and blood. We are dealing with principalities in high and low places. These housing associations are nothing but faces for houses of death, destruction, they employ low-life criminals. They employ drug addicts. They employ school children. They employ wannabe gangsters. All in the name of making money illegally by acquiring targeted ones' inheritance, wills left to them. The families of said target the so-called families of targeted individuals. They are the employers of the targeted one's neighbors. You see, it goes like this. Narcissists are codependent. They have no real energy or talent of their own. And usually they leech on high vibrational people, or those that can read energy, also known as empaths, etc., etc. They are usually the black sheeps of the family because they are quite used, and it's quite normal to them to be alone in their own energy, because they pick up other people's energy and not everyone's energy sits right. And those with closed hearts do not understand this and believe that those targeted ones think that they are better than, which is untrue. We just know who we like to be around. We like to deal with the truth. We like to deal with genuine people. We like to deal with authenticity. We have no respect for fakers, wannabes, copycats, people afraid to be their true self. We have respect for those who accept their for lack of a better word at the moment, fuck-ups, and who try to work through them. We respect people who do not project negativity on others because it makes them feel better. We have respect for people who, when they are having a bad day, accept and acknowledge it, and or accept and acknowledge that it is not always somebody else's fault. That when they point one finger towards the target, there is also and always three pointing back to self. We are in judgment season. Karma is hitting heavily, which is why if you are being stalked, your stalkers are acting very strange. They look quite nervous. They look as if they don't really want to do what they're doing, but they are forced to. You may even find that some of them are looking to friend you back. Or in English, they're looking to make friends with you again. Dying for you to acknowledge them. Literally dying because they survive on your energy, for they are energy vampires, known in modern times as narcissists. But they are the drinkers of blood of the high vibrational beings. Sometimes quite literally, and other times it is energy that they crave. These are desperate times for the narcissists, the energy vampires, the incubus, the succubus, the Jezebel spirits, the monitor spirits. You see, these stalkers are monitor spirits. I say the flesh is just a pawn on the chessboard of life. The spirit is manipulated by higher principalities. And some of those in flesh are open vessels to demons and such, while others, yes, they are open to demons, but the difference is they hold a balance. They are also open to higher vibrational, or what people would call angels. This thing called language confuses the real meaning. There are people in flesh who are open to both energies, high and low. Some would say good and evil. Let's not get twisted up on language. High and low vibrations. Some just know how to balance, or some try to balance these two energies. For it is quite easy to follow the path of low vibration, as all you need is to open your eyes and look out into the world and see this. For more years than I wish to remember, my eyes have been covered. I have been blinded to the truth of the real mission and why some of us are here and catching hell right now. But the Most High only gives, or the Most High gives the hardest battles to his strongest soldiers. I am but one in flesh, but I am stalked by many. They would like to make out that I am crazy. I am paranoid. But this is what they have quite skillfully orchestrated to happen with targeted ones who try to explain what they are going through. So I speak my truth, and still I cause fear within the hearts of these low vibrationals, for they tap my phone, they play with my devices, they use EMF weapons, electromagnetic frequency weapons to lower my own frequency. You see, the vibrations of those who are targeted, or the high vibrational beings, your vibration brings out the demons in these narcissists. Do some research on their tactics. They like to make you think that what you know to be true is untrue. Also called gaslighting. They like to triangulate you. Meaning, they send flying monkeys or somebody to do their bidding, or a messenger to get information from you to bring it back. Which is a form of triangulation, where you are the first point with two other beings. Do your research on their tactics. To those just entering the spiritual journey, I ask you to stay firm, and with just a mustard seed of faith held in your heart space, you will be okay. Do not look for the Creator outside of yourself. Do not look for validation from those in flesh. The validation you seek is within. And though I am not perfect, I strive every day to come to terms with the weight of responsibility on what my ancestors wish me to do. And with that said, I still have to juggle my mind space. For these narcissists are fighting for space. They seek attention. They are very childish. But I refuse to babysit adults. This is judgment season. And the narcissists seek your attention. They seek to keep you in the same low vibrational cycle as them, so they can climb up and piggy bank on your energy to move forward. These energy vampires, these bloodsuckers of the so-called poor who are really rich, because behind the scenes, if you check out their story, they are from royalty. They have estates and quite large inheritances, large amounts of money that is being usurped by these narcissists, these bloodsuckers of the so-called poor who are truly rich behind the scenes. And let's not forget the holier-than-thou Christians, Muslims, and Buddhists, etc., etc., who use their religion as a cover for the dark and heinous practice of malefic magic. Others call it black magic, but it is malefic magic. To manipulate energy, to manipulate the minds of targeted ones, to keep them in a state of confusion, so they do not see the trickery and the downright heinous nature of their own so-called blood family. So-called neighbors who are really ops, because every few months they change them out. And they do this quite secretive. Those who spend some years here, they must be of a higher level, or they must be important to the coven, the secret society, etc., etc. These energy drainers, these vampires, they like to sit on the crown seat of the targeted ones, the third eye, the throat, the solar plexus, and sacral. They like to feed on the energy centers of those higher vibrational beings, because they do not create any energy of their own. They are empty seaters. Those people who you grew up with, they are no longer in that vessel. straight demons exist in that flesh. Straight incubus, succubus, Jezebel, and monitor spirits exist in those flesh. They sold themselves out to Stephen by making pacts and deals to attain trappings of the planet Earth, and have failed to repay those demons. But what they failed to realize is that they were dealing with trickster spirits. And those trickster spirits tricked them out of their own soul. They thought they were making deals with these demons to sell the soul of a high vibrational one, or who some people call the chosen ones. But they were conned out of their very soul, because the chosen ones are highly protected by the Most High Creator and their ancestors. Now those who thought they held all the cards are forced to do the bidding of these demons, which is why the targeted ones never have a second of peace. There is no rest for the wicked. Which is why when the high vibrational ones sit in meditation, all they hear above them are these monitor spirits pacing. Pacing up and down, pacing, pacing. Because they are in jail, they are in prison. These demons are imprisoned in these flesh. And that being who was in there before no longer exists. Do your research. Don't believe what I say. I am just a vessel speaking my truth. And though it is my truth, many still try to silence my voice. And I have come to overstand they fear me. And I project no intimidation, but they fear me. And I do not threaten a soul, physically or verbally. And still, they fear me. They know they have no dominion over me, and though they cast their spell, eventually I become immune to its poison. Many seek my life. And I have done these fools nothing. They live in my life like the parasites that they are. Even to relieve my body. Monitor spirits are right there. They fear me. This is judgment season. And the pestilence that likes to walk around in darkness, they are being exposed. The universe demands it. The children of the universe demand it. We seek justice, true justice. So we call on Mama Karma. We call on Mama Karma to bring us true justice. For the tears of the innocents ring throughout the earth and the heavens. It is time for their justice. And we are in judgment season. Ashe. 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 Oh.